60% of the American public is about to lose everything they have. People living paycheck to paycheck are about to go broke. The GDP numbers came in yesterday, and of course the economy receded, which I predicted 2 months ago, and people laughed. Mark my words, the second quarter is going to be far worse. Tariffs on Chinese products at 145% are about to kick in, which means everything you buy from China on Amazon or elsewhere is about to go through the roof. Grocery store shelves are starting to empty at Walmarts across the country. And of course, grocery prices continue to soar. People who've been financing groceries on credit are starting to default on those payments. We are about to see an economic catastrophe. If you're in this 60% that has little or no money, please stop spending money. Protect your family. Trump does not care about you. Even if you voted for him, he's a billionaire. He won't suffer, but you and your family will. Please protect yourself.
Americans are struggling financially. MAGA voters are going broke. Those people are going broke. And they have come today to tell us they cannot do again. Guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you are returning, you know the usual. Tell me in the comment section what you think. Let us dive into these clips and see more. I'll get back to you.
Fucking sick and tired of hearing this bullshit. We can't have free health care. We cannot have good Medicaid. We cannot have good nothing. But we can have a ballroom at the fucking White House to inflate somebody's fucking ego. Right? Israel can have free fucking health care. They can have all sorts of weapons of mass destruction, and we can't have free health care. We can't have cheap fucking schooling. This is taxation without representation, guys. Like, when the fuck do you guys stop caring about being true patriots? We fought a war over a tax on tea leaves. Tea. And now you're okay with giving all your money to foreign governments so that they can have the health care they need, so they can defend their borders. But you can't defend your own livelihood. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. You can't have life without health care. And there is no pursuit of happiness when you're all slaves working for corporations that give two fucking shits about you. Nobody fucking cares. But guess what? You're just gonna get up tomorrow and act like nothing happened. When the fuck are we gonna wake up? When? Why? Why are we so docile? Is it in the food? Is it on the TV? Is it in the music? What the fuck is wrong with us? When we can have little monkeys in suits telling us you can't have free health care. We have paid 5,000 times over the amount that the United States would use for free health care.
Rural
Explain something to me. I live in Alabama, and
another FIFO
usually averages between $200-$250 a month. Can someone please explain to me how my utility bill went from $250 a month to $696 this month? Could someone just please explain that to me? I know.
Let me show you why. Ready? This guy. That's why your electric bill went up. Trump. No more subsidies for Alabama. No more subsidies for red states. Woo! MAGA! Woo! Go Trump! Go broke!
accounts have been debited. They're just taking money out of people's accounts as part of their utility bill. Oh, Trump cut off all that money. That's been helping pay your utility bill, Alabama. And so now we're going to start taking all that money back. And by the way, you owe. You owe. You have to pay money more than you have been, not only for your additional bills. You have to pay back what Trump is no longer allowing to be spent. And that, Alabama utility customers finding, hundreds of dollars taken out of their account in the middle of winter, right? I mean, I guess it's a small story in the grand scheme of things, given what's going on in our whole country. But for people in Alabama, that's a real and immediate and hugely expensive thing that is very obviously Donald Trump's fault.
I just got my utility bill. I'm so scared. Those of you living in North Alabama know this fear. Apparently TVA is charging host utilities more for whatever, and then it's 100 million degrees of hell. I'm so scared. It goes nothing. $753. And guys, it's all electric. For those of you that don't know, Huntsville Utilities, everything's on here. Water, sprinkler, gas, electric, sewer, trash, taxes, whatever, okay? Nothing else is extraordinary except electric at 606. We have changed nothing from last month, nor from last summer. That we do when it's hot.
Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So residents of Alabama is currently finding out in a very strong manner because the prices of their electricity just skyrocketed overnight. Imagine waking up in the morning and you find out that you have been slammed with extra $100 worth of electricity. That's exactly what they're finding out right now, and a lot of them are regretting their vote because it has happened. They didn't see this coming, but it is what it is. So these guys massively voted for the current administration, and now they can.
America is probably the scariest place to be in America, and it's not even any offense to them, but I've been in places in rural America where they don't have schools, and the only jobs they have are Amazon warehouses. So the only line of employment you could possibly have, the only movement you could have in this area is be born and go work at Amazon. And that's your whole life. There's no other opportunity. The best thing you could get out of it is like going and making some internet money somehow. And that's really terrifying to me. Like, these communities are being underserviced in so many ways. It scares me because no one ever really talks about them, because people only want to talk about the small town America that is like low key more like middle town America. There is very, very rural parts of America, and these people are being underserviced in a massive way, in a huge way. And I think the worst part about it is that I've seen ads that are targeted to lie to these people, to get them to fight against their own interests. And I fear that if they're underserved in education, they might not know or understand that they're being lied to, because honestly, a lot of educated people don't even understand.
The GDP contraction warning isn't partisan speculation. Economic contractions following aggressive tariff escalations have historical precedent, and 145% tariffs on Chinese imports function as a consumption tax that hits low and middle income households hardest, since they spend a higher proportion of income on goods. Then places those households on a map. The communities being described no schools, one employer, no economic mobility, were already in structural crisis before any tariff policy arrived. They are also, critically, the communities most saturated with political messaging designed to redirect their frustration away from the structural causes and toward cultural scapegoats. When educational infrastructure is absent and targeted misinformation fills
got that dookie touch. Everything he touches turns to shit. Yeah, he done bankrupted this country, kids. 57 businesses of his own, and then a whole country. We can't even pay our bills, according to the Federal Reserve. Remember when he said we made trillions of dollars on the tariffs? Yeah, apparently him and his billionaire investment buddies, they're the ones that got that money. No sitting president has ever made more than Donald Jackass Trump. He's made $4 billion since his presidency, and he's only been in office for 13 fucking months. Hey, MAGA, in my comments, name one thing that Donald Trump has done to better you, this country, and the future of the United States of America. And you cannot say he's going to put $1,000 in the bank for my kid, because the banks are going to profit from that, because the FDIC can no longer back the US dollar because it lost 11 cents. You can't use that. So there's going to be nothing but what? Crickets in my comments.
I made a huge mistake. A friend of mine sent me a video of somebody who is MAGA complaining about the fact that they have no money, and I ended up going down a rabbit hole of people just like her who are taking to this app to talk about how poor they are as a result of this administration. Okay, they voted for this. In many cases, 3 times. 3 times they voted for him. And now they are loudly complaining on the internet that they are broke and on the verge of being unhoused, not being able to afford their medication. It's almost as if we kept saying this over and over and over again. We warned everybody all the time. We told you this would happen. We told you he was going to make things worse for the people who voted for him. And it is happening. People cannot afford to live in this country. You have no one but yourselves to blame. And it makes me so frustrated because the rest of us have to deal with
the gap. The result is communities voting against the very programs that might have kept their towns alive.
This Trump supporter lost $500,000 and all of his savings for retirement on the Donald Trump Truth Social stock, and now his family won't talk to him. I feel like that SpongeBob meme where I can't tell if I should feel bad or just laugh. But what this guy said is, I've been dreading this post for a while now, but I finally must admit that I've lost a substantial portion of my life savings investing in the DJT Donald Trump stock. I was unable to continue this slide and sold the majority of my stake this afternoon at $26.55 per share. This is a disastrous fall, resulting in a loss of nearly $450,000 of my retirement savings. I'm now forced to return to the workforce at age 76. Please, family, learn from my mistake and do not put everything into one stock. I feel like from the moment Donald Trump stepped foot in the White House, we could tell that the people who support him the most will also suffer the most when his scam comes crashing down. Whether they're suffering politically or socially or financially, they take the heat and Donald Trump gets by without a scratch. But this guy also said, to the media hounding me for answers on my DJT investment, I need time to myself. Family won't talk to me before commenting on the stock. For anyone in the media that would like to discuss my new Kindle book, Biden's Last Shit in the Oval Office, please contact me. All right, so this guy's just an idiot.
So I go through months or years trying to get help. My insurance company is willing to pay for me to go get treatment out of state. And every time I get a call, they tell me, sorry, we're no longer taking out of state Medicaid. And I'm like, okay, so what am I supposed to do? Because I literally can't, I have nowhere to go. There are no places for me to go. And then I asked her, okay, so what is it out of pocket? And she said, oh, we're not allowed to do out of pocket if you have an insurance. So you won't take my insurance and then you won't take my fucking money if I'm gonna pay out of pocket? How does that make sense? I am so tired. I am so tired. I'm so tired of this. I don't understand how the system could be like this. I don't understand. Like, I'm literally crying on the phone and the lady's like, well, I don't know what to tell you. You could call this person. And I was like, she was my doctor previously. And she couldn't help me. That was one of the reasons why I was referred to go to Jefferson in the first place. So now I don't know what I'm going to do.
Let me make something very clear. The reason a lot of people don't have empathy for the I Left MAGA crowd is because y'all are still trying to rewrite the story. And guess what? We're not buying it. You want people to believe you voted for cheaper groceries, better jobs, tax breaks. No, you didn't vote for policies. You voted for a feeling. And let me say the part people dance around. You weren't tricked. You agreed. You agreed with the tone. You agreed with the direction. You agreed until it started affecting you. That's the part people don't want to say out loud because now it's, he lied. We didn't know. We were misled. No, people told you over and over again what this was. Not quietly, not subtly, but out loud and in your face. And every time you dismissed it. Things like, he's not serious. He's just talking, or it won't actually happen. So let me give you another line you might not like. You didn't leave MAGA. MAGA stopped working for you. That's why this feels different now. Not because something new was revealed, but because now it's uncomfortable. Now it's hitting closer to home, and now you're feeling it. And suddenly you want grace. You want understanding. You want people to separate you from it. But that's not how this works. You don't get to help build something, defend it, excuse it, normalize it, and then step away from it like it had nothing to do with you the second it stops benefiting you. That's not growth. That's convenience. Real growth sounds like I saw it, I ignored it, but I chose it anyway. Until that level of honesty shows up, people are going to keep looking at you sideways.
Oh my God, they know. And they know they can't stop it. I've known this was coming for 10 years, but until now, I didn't realize there was a name for it. It's the thing that makes us say, is it just me or are there more crazies than ever before? The Trump spike in racism, sexism, and hate, it's the emotional foundation for the entire Make America Great Again movement. That nostalgia for when life in America was simpler and paler. But as soon as we began addressing it, boom. Extinction burst. This term is why I love science so much. You can take an idea from one field, like psychology, for example, and apply it to another field, like political science, and the principles still apply. Extinction burst is actually really simple. It's when you have a behavior and a reward, and you withdraw the reward in order to change the behavior. When you do that, usually to change an undesirable behavior, the behavior itself increases in frequency and intensity for a short period of time, until ultimately the subject changes the behavior, and then that behavior goes extinct. This is like you're at the store and you're swiping your credit card and it doesn't work. And so then you swipe your credit card like 15 more times until you're so angry, you're freaking out and you're about to scream an F-bomb in the middle of Toys R Us. And then you say, I'll just pay with cash. Swiping is the behavior and the payment is the reward. So when the swiping doesn't work and you don't get the reward you need, you get madder and madder and you try it more and the behavior, which then
These people have come all out. They are telling I don't know if they're telling the truth or they are just telling how they feel, telling us how they feel. They are going broke. If you can help them, okay. If you cannot, let us also be us, guys. Please don't forget to hit that subscription bell, turn on your notification, because I will drop you the next video, and that video you won't expect it. And also don't forget to tell me your thoughts in the comment section. I am waiting. Bye for now.